Money. It's the only thing that matters in this stupid world, and Tribe 9 is no different. So in my ultimate money farming guide, I will show you every possible way to acquire currency so you can amass as much Kane as possible in an efficient manner. So starting with the most efficient method and working our way down, dailies. Do your dailies. As long as you are doing your 3 dailies every day, you really can't go wrong. I will say though, I would not recommend picking the daily that rewards 5 stamps, as I believe this is a pitfall. Realistically, stamps aren't that helpful. Sure, you get them from side quests, but trust me, in the long run, you're going to need to upgrade a lot, and you're going to need lots of Kane and Tension Points to do so. But once you've done your 3 dailies, then what do? Well, now we start the Golden Chest farming route. It's recommended before we begin that you explore a majority of both cities currently in the game just to expedite this process, but essentially every 48 hours the golden chests will respawn. And yeah, you get about 180,000 Kane, so it's pretty efficient too. These green dots are the locations for the chests that we'll be going over. You can pick any route to your preference, it doesn't really matter, but in short, we're going for 36 chests as efficiently as we can. So starting on the southwest portion of Shinagawa, we have our first chest right here. Right after I pick up a chest, I'm going to quickly show the exact coordinates on the map just to make this go by as fast as possible and so you won't miss one. Then we're going over to the Marine Biologist Lab. You might recall, after you finish the events here, you got a free chest. Heck, it's probably been a while and you haven't opened that. Additionally, with this route, we're going to bump into a lot of blue chests. The blue chests do respawn a lot faster, but as you'll quickly find out, the Kane you get per minute of just going to the golden chest is a lot better. I know I'm going to skip over some normal chests. The Kane from them is god-awful. I also recommend having a slightly put together team for this. This is the reward for beating the first death penalty. Head north a little bit. Next golden chest right here. You can't miss it. Before we go, though, you're going to have to do some shenanigans with, of course, the bridges. Just one-shotting these guys so they don't bump into me. Make sure to always scare the enemy before, but yeah, we're just going to mess with the bridges real quick. Not going to lie, this one's a little bit tedious, but it's also 2 golden chests pretty much for free every 2 days. All in all, this route takes me roughly 10 minutes. I'm also stopping to fight some enemies, of course, so your mileage may vary. In total, we have 11 chests in Shinagawa, and now we're warping over to the Dream Wharf. There's 3 chests to the right here that are all gold. You also have to move around the bridges a little bit. It's a little tedious, but it should be all right. I mean, you could just try and farm every single blue chest in the whole map, and that is a lot. Someone else can route that out. I'm not going to do it. But this is the point of the video. I'm just okay, let's make this as fast as possible. Skip over the blues. Yeah, first one right there. Easy peasy. Gonna backtrack a little bit. Change the bridges. Go get this one right over here. Couldn't be any easier. You also get just a ton of materials for doing this. Can't really recommend it enough. We're going to head down once again, though. Change the bridges. Head down that escalator all by its lonesome. Pretty well hidden golden chest, not gonna lie. If you're just, an intrepid explorer, you'll track that one down, no problem. We're almost done here in Shinagawa, if you can believe it. Just a couple more on the eastern side of town. Right in front of the, aquarium. Just one chilling over here. And then one more down to the very bottom of the map. Luckily, you can pretty much fast travel to all of these. It's very efficient. But in Minato, yeah, this is the area where we found that cake. Got a little reward for that. So a couple story areas, and that's all for Shinagawa. Now that we picked Shinagawa clean, it's over to Minato. First up, going to Chaos Midtown. If you don't have this area unlocked, just keep playing the story. There's a really sneaky golden chest in this area. And yet again, if you don't have the shortcut unlocked, keep playing. You'll find it eventually. But there's also a good source of EXP pretty much for every threshold of the game. Get one there. Pretty easy one to miss. Then we're going to go all the way up to Chaos Midtown, upper levels. It's a grind, hence why the footage is sped up. If you do the daily that's hey, find this missing person on the west side of town, that's where all the gold chests are. Overall, not too terrible, but I've done this enough times where I'm okay, I think you can figure out where to go. 4 golden chests, easy peasy. 4 chests in the construction area as well. This place is a little bit of a maze. Hopefully you have it all unlocked. If not, you come in from the north, and that's how you get those other 2 chests in case you're missing them. Doesn't look like they connect on the map, but they totally do. Now that we got those, heading over to the trash pile teleporter, then heading north. There's 2 golden chests right near the Neo-Tokyo Highway. Pretty easy to forget. You open this up by fully exploring the sewers. And now the big one, the main temple. Yet again, speeding up because this is massive. To my knowledge, this is pretty much the best route. If you can only get some like golden chests per reset, definitely come here. Get these ones. Usually, I can scare off the enemies, but I'm trying to multitask here, have a low-level character. Right after I do that, I fast travel back to the respite unit, just to save some time. Then we head down south a little bit. It's just a pretty good path, when the enemies don't block you, that is. But luckily, an update has entered the game where it's like, yeah, if you're really high level, they don't, just run away. Love this game. So glad here. I'm not gonna lie, this portion is a big maze, but the first segment, there's actually not a ton of chests. It's on the, next screen over. Just 2 here, I think. And then you move on to the temple corridor. Lots of enemies here, it's all I would. It makes sense, but that's why I have a visual map. But in case you're not a visual map kind of person, hey, here's a video. Shows a pretty good route. Counter battle there. Don't mind me. And there's just one more chest right behind here. And that's my route. But let's say, hypothetically, that's not enough money. You want to build your characters faster. Is there truly no other way to get Kane? Well, there absolutely is. So it turns out boosters are infinitely farmable in Tribe 9, which means you can do rifts infinitely. This is the best method we have discovered to just spam fight enemies so you can get as many boosters as possible. Odaiba, control a high-level party member, preferably with range, and just do this on repeat. Starting from 0 boosters and playing as fast as possible, it took me 1 hour to go from 0 boosters to 30. Then I spammed rifts. I used Gotanda, which is, he's pretty good at dealing with trash. Fought the rift that, like the more you damage an enemy, the more damage you get. So like that's a pretty efficient way to go about it. Rifts have randomly generated floors completely. That includes like chests. Sometimes you got 3 golden chests, and that's a lot of Kane. Sometimes you got 0. It's just the luck of the draw. But based on my math, and keep in mind, I've only done this a couple times, so this is a limited sample size. I got 200,000 Kane from 2 hours of continual play. Not gonna lie, doesn't feel great when you can just do your dailies. So in conclusion, is spamming rifts doable? Yes. Is it good Kane and Tension Points? No, in my opinion. Keep in mind, you can get roughly the same amount from just doing your dailies. At the same time, though, while you're doing the booster spam, of course, you're going to be doing a lot of rifts, so you get a lot of character uncapped material or whatever you're farming, but you also get enemy cards. These enemy cards can be reduced to get more Kane from the shop, even though this does have a 1-month limited effect. So if you don't have a lot of blue cards that you want to reduce, there you go. Enemy cards are absolutely farmable. So in conclusion, do your dailies, use my route for golden chests, and if you're really, really bored, spam rifts, and you'll upgrade your characters in no time. Thanks a whole bunch for checking out my guide. Got tons more planned, so make sure to subscribe. Tribe 9, community, I need you. Back your boy up, and I'll help you out too. Stay tuned for more videos. I'm working on them as we speak. See you next time.